What's going on, y'all? Chuck Nunface here. We are coming to the last, or we are in the last week of 1 month, one knife 2024, or 24, whatever you want to call it. For me, it is the Spyderco Military 2 in S110V with the rock scale design scales. So this will be the fifth video in this little vlog series that I've been doing around kind of my experiences carrying this knife for the month. All in all, it's been great. I'm at the point right now where I really just want to get to the end of it because I want to carry something else. But also, I mean, for me, part of the hobby, part of the EDC, part of the knife hobby for me is, look, I like taking pictures and I like putting my pics out there on Instagram and stuff like that and blade forums and kind of just, that's how I like to interact with the community. I like to take pics and some are good and some are crap and kind of experiment with angles and edits and filters and stuff like that. And, doing it with the same subject over and over again is just really boring. Now, if you're the type that, doesn't care about that stuff, you may just think it's silly for me to even say that. But I think a lot of people that, not everyone, of course. I mean, there's going to be people that watch this that don't, they're not even on Instagram or anything like that. So the social media aspect of it doesn't really apply to them. But there are plenty who are watching this or are participating in this challenge that it does. And so, I like some variety in my feed, and I like to kind of post different things. I don't want to post the same thing over and over again. So that's been the biggest challenge for me, is just trying to keep this knife interesting in my feed. But not just for the people who subscribe to my, or to follow me or anything like that, but also, for myself, I want to stay engaged in my feed. I want to I post every day and I want to kind of stay engaged with it. And I guess it's kind of a good thing because I've been challenged to kind of keep my picks and everything else kind of interesting, or in a way that I at least find them interesting. And I think it's actually I've been pretty successful in that regard. I haven't really found myself like, oh man, here we go again. But, it has crept in this last week, and we're on the home stretch here. So by the time this posts, there's going to be 4 days left of August. And then it'll be time to move on to something else. But, that has been a big aspect of it for me, is just kind of staying interested in my Instagram and everything else. There are people out there, listen, a lot of people say they don't care about their engagement. They don't care about how many likes it gets, their pics get, or anything like that. And for some people, that's definitely very true. But I think 80% of the people who say that are probably full of shit. They probably really do care, and if a pic does badly, they're like, what the fuck? Like a post they put, does really badly, doesn't get the type of engagement they thought it was going to get because they were really proud of it. And they're like, oh, I did something different. Or, I really like this pic I took. I'm going to throw it out there. And it doesn't do very well. You get kind of bummed out. A lot of people do. It's frustrating. And it doesn't help that Instagram kind of lowers your content and shadow bans a lot of people. I'm certainly experiencing that right now. When I look on my analytics page for Instagram, I've got warnings and everything else. And it's like, all right, well, my stuff's obviously being limited in reach and all that. So a lot of people, they say they don't care, but I think more people do care than don't when they say that. You get that little dopamine hit, you get that little serotonin, feels good, all right, cool. You get the recognition for what you think is a good job, and you get that little bit of recognition. I'm not going to lie, I kind of crave that. And so just kind of keeping my feed interesting and, me staying interested in my feed has been kind of a challenge for me. But the knife, getting back to the knife, it's been really good. I'm going to kind of save my final thoughts on this. The S110V I have sharpened it, and I've sharpened it twice actually because I wasn't happy with the way it came out the first time. And then the second time, it's kind of basically more of the same, and I don't know if it's something with my technique. Maybe I need to finish on Veneve bonded stones or something like that instead of just doing diamond the whole way through like on the KME and then go into strops. But I find that I don't retain a lot of front end sharpness with this knife. And I have read about this before, and I've seen some videos where, it's typical with S110V that, once you sharpen, your front end sharpness kind of degrades very quickly, but you have a working edge for a very long time. Like this knife, I'll kind of be challenged right now to just shave arm hair. But it's still really sharp. Like I cut through cardboard, no problem. I mean, a lot of that is the geometry as well, but like it is sharp. It's definitely sharp. Like I can take a paper towel. Now, Grant, all right, well, I have one right here. I have to apply a little bit of resistance, using my fingers and thumb. I have to apply some resistance right here. But, I mean, as you can see, I can't push cut through it, but I can slice through it. Now, if I was free hanging it, I don't know if I'd be able to do that. Kind of. Not really. That's a pretty jagged cut. It's more of a tear. So it is sharp. There's no doubt about it that it's sharp, but it doesn't have that really polished, like in a push cut, it's not nearly as effective as it is in a draw cut. And so let me know in the comments, share if you have experience with S110V, has that been your experience, and is there something I can do differently in my sharpening process to kind of maintain more of that, what I consider front end sharpness, I should say, or if this just, is that truly the kind of the nature of S110V. But yeah, I'll kind of save my final thoughts for the knife for the last installment of this video. But yeah, overall, it's been good. I am looking forward to carrying something different. I'm looking forward to taking pics of something different. So I will be happy when it's over. But yeah, that's about it, y'all. For those of you who are subscribed to the channel, I certainly do appreciate it. If you're not subscribed and you're watching this, please consider subscribing to the channel. That would definitely be appreciated. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will see you on the next one. Peace out, y'all.